So Eric drove over from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Great financial advisor. Welcome to the show, brother.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
First question I have for you. Why did you choose to become a financial advisor?
So I'd been looking at Northwestern Mutual and financial advising in general for a few years. But the trigger for is I had a stroke several years ago. At the time of the stroke, I was working in law enforcement. And as a result of having the stroke, I lost the ability to walk. I lost the ability to speak clearly. And I couldn't even write my name. And so there came a crossroads where my body is no longer going to be physically capable of doing the job of a law enforcement officer. And I found myself in a really dark place and feeling vulnerable because I felt like I didn't have any options and I didn't know who to go to for help. And I actually went to one of my really good friends who is a financial advisor at Northwestern Mutual, and his leadership was one of the reasons that got me through that situation. So I want to give back to the people that I care about.
Oh, that's awesome. And I know you're young in the career thus far, but it's interesting. It might even be your own story because I've heard it, but has there been a client impact story that's really impacted you personally or motivated you to continue the work?
Yeah, there's a client that we had that at the end of the financial planning process, she broke down in tears and said, "For the first time in my adult life, I have hope." I think that resonated with me because I saw the impact of the planning that we do. And for the first time in this woman's adult life, and she was in her 40s, she had hope now that her family was going to be okay.
Hope's the second most powerful emotion in the human connection.
Yeah, it was just incredible. It's a meeting I will never forget.
And yeah, that's what you want to do, is continue to inspire that hope in others through financial planning. That's the mission. If there was one thing you could tell everybody about money, what would that one thing be?
Become financially educated. I think that's one of the big things that I see hold clients back when they first start the financial planning process is, although we can always improve the position, it's a lot easier when they start in a better financial position. So having a good understanding of the basic of financial education before they sit down to do a professional financial planning process, I think is a huge advantage.
Yeah, I agree. And you chose to spend your time and money to come to Rhino Boot Camp, a development event. I know you've had plenty of other development events. Why do you choose to continue spending time, money, and energy away from your business, away from your family to grow?
I think it stems from my time in the military. And I remember I had a mentor that told me, your soldiers will live and die by your orders. So be a leader worth giving someone's life for. And that always resonated in me, that no matter who I am, these soldiers are going to live and die by my orders. And so I need to hold myself accountable to become the person that I would feel comfortable and confident with them going into combat. And I've carried that attitude through law enforcement, where I was serving the citizens of that county. I wanted to be a law enforcement officer that was worthy of serving those citizens. And I think as a financial advisor, it's key to be the financial advisor that is worthy of the clients because they deserve it.